Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome back to the NAGA preseason. This is game number 3, and it features the Louisville Kings taking on the Baton Rouge Redbirds here. Louisville finishing their season, last season 7-3 on a 4-game win streak with a plus 30 point differential. Total offense of 9th, pass offense of 11th, rush offense of 18th. Total defense is 14th, pass defense is 5th, rush defense was 22nd. Baton Rouge, on the other hand, not so successful after they had a pretty inactive owner this past season. Led them to a 1-9 record with one of the league's worst marks of a minus 122 point differential. They actually had the number 1 overall pick in this season's draft and drafted Hassan Gordon, who was definitely not the number 1 player available. So he's on, I believe he's a GFL send-down now, which makes sense. Their ranks last season, 28th in total offense, 5th in passing, 32nd in rushing, 31st in total defense, 26th passing, 28th rushing. They did not run a lot last year, most due to their play calling. Hopefully that'll be fixed this season. You'll see a lot of backups today for both teams, but in the regular season, you will likely see the starters out there and a lot better play calling from the Baton Rouge squad. So it'll be a Baton Rouge home game here. Baton Rouge playing in Raising Cane's Stadium in downtown Baton Rouge. We will get the expert picks. Baton Rouge actually has a 78% chance to win here. Granted, this is the backups, so we will see how they do. It is Austin Page against Brett Pearson, the quarterback battle here. Brett Pearson, a 4th-year player, 82 overall star dev, was a 4th-round pick in Season 5 out of Idaho. And for Page, he is a 77 overall normal at 27. He's a 5th-year player, was undrafted in Season 3 out of Cal. And he actually has some career stats. He is 16 of 23 in his career for 154 and a touchdown. Page will throw it. That is going to be incomplete. Good coverage by Louisville. That is Kenneth Latimer at free safety, a 7th-round pick in Season 6 out of Texas. Page on 2nd down. Look at a throw. Pass is caught. That is Kenny Moses on the reception. The original Baton Rouge player, actually, is 31 years of age, 78 overall out of Penn State. Page throws complete. It's Tariq Wright, who is in his 2nd stint in Baton Rouge. Hauls that one in for the 1st down, and Page starting out 2 of 3 here to start. Page looking. Left side, complete. He's got his running back, Cornelius Andrews Jr. Stop made by 25, Shannon Perkins. 2nd and 8 here for Baton Rouge. First drive of the game here in the preseason. Handoff. It's Cornelius Andrews Jr. Was the starting running back last season. Only 202 rushing yards for Andrews Jr. last season. That pass somehow, Page threads the needle. He's got Jalen Wilkins with the grab. I don't know how he ended up with that football, but he did. Nice throw by Page, gains 10. Play action. Page finds a target. He's got his fullback, Tyrone King. And that's a solid gain as King out in the open gains 9. Stop made by 35. That's Latimer. Second down and 1 for Baton Rouge. Sean Miles now in the game at running back. Page going to be sacked on the play. Pressure got to him. It's Elijah O'Neal, the rookie, getting his first career sack in the pros. 3rd and 9 for Baton Rouge. Pressure coming. Page gets out of it, and Wilkins hauls it in. Nice grab. 22 on the stop is rookie Rakeem Harris. And Page leading the troops right down the field here. 1st and goal. Play action. Page looking. End zone dropped. Oh, man. Wilkins had it in his hands, just a little bit behind him and not able to come up with it. 2nd and goal for Page. Wilkins now in motion. Miles the lone setback. Page throws. Looks. End zone incomplete. Almost picked off Christopher Harbin. That time in coverage. 3rd down and goal. Page hands off. Miles breaks a tackle. Oh, he's lit up. Latimer has made an impact on this first drive, and he brings him down. It'll send out the field goal team. New kicker this year for Baton Rouge is Matt Montgomery. Was traded here from Columbus for a late-round pick, and he puts it through. And Baton Rouge has the first points of the ball game. First career NAGA action incoming for Brett Pearson, the Louisville quarterback, but first Kareem Starks, who is actually also the number 1 receiver today, will get the kickoff return here. So it will bring out Pearson. As mentioned, he is a star dev at 82 overall, 4th-year player out of Idaho. Handoff to rookie running back Will Staples, who makes a great hurdle and has a first down. Will Staples, the elite dev, 1st-round pick out of Minnesota, who, along with Nate Dupree, might form one of the deadliest running back tandems in the league. Pearson gonna be sacked. Carson Weir, one of the mainstays on this preseason roster for Baton Rouge, takes him down. Loss of 10. Pearson in the pocket. Pass is caught. He's got Staples. Stop made for Baton Rouge, I believe by Trayvon Williams, number 9. Could also have been Gabriel White, 6. Couldn't quite catch it. 3rd and 16, a handoff to Staples. There is Gabriel White for sure on the tackle. And it will be a punt. Michael Roush, the longtime Louisville punter, to boot it to Terrell Johnson. Page back out there for Baton Rouge. Sean Miles has, I guess, overtaken Andrews Jr. as the running back, but meanwhile, Alex Brayman hauling that one in for Baton Rouge. One of the tight ends on this roster coming over from Pottsville in a trade for Django Adebawale. Meanwhile, he's got Moses over the middle. Austin Page shining here early in the first quarter. Or late in the first quarter, but early in the game, as I meant to say. Anyway, I formation now. Miles now in motion right next to Ryan St. John, but that'll end the quarter. 3-0 Baton Rouge here in the preseason. First and 10 Redbirds at the Louisville 41. They go play action. Page passes hauled in. Tariq Wright had to jump for that, but able to bring it in. Stop made by Louisville's 57. That is Israel Abraham, the middle linebacker. Page on 2nd and 2. toward the sideline, and that one is going to be knocked away. Perkins on the coverage along with Latimer. It'll be 3rd and 2. Miles in the backfield. Page in the gun here. He will pass. Short. Caught. Kenny Moses. And that'll be good enough for the first. Five plays, all passes. Now the first run. Miles right up the middle and got a first down. 26 for Louisville on the tackle is Marcus Powell, the rookie 7th-round pick out of UCLA, who had a great prospect showcase. Page caught Miles. And Rakeem Harris on the stop for Louisville that time, but Austin Page got to be feeling good right now. 11 of 15 to start here in the preseason for him. 2 tight end set. Cornelius Andrews back in the ball game. Page, end zone, touchdown! A jumping catch for Ryan St. John! His first career reception in the NAGA is a touchdown. Ryan St. John, the rookie 5th-round pick, star dev at a UCLA. And that is quite the moment as Baton Rouge goes up 10-0 here. Brett Pearson back out on offense. Nate Dupree as the running back here. He will fake it to him. Pearson sacked on the play. Terrell Johnson coming in from his slot corner spot to make the hit. Loss of 11. Handoff to Dupree. And White on the stop for Baton Rouge. Gains 2. 2 tight ends in the formation now. David Paquette and Kenneth East accompany the offensive line. A handoff to Dupree. Has some space, and he'll be met by Trayvon Williams. Gain of 13, but that still brings up a 4th down. Roush out to punt again. He'll boot it to Terrell Johnson, who has got some space here and will be met by Perkins at the 33 of Baton Rouge. Louisville's offense not really doing a whole lot. Baton Rouge has dominated time of possession early here. Page, it's caught in the little check down. St. John breaks a tackle and has a 36-yard gain. Are you kidding me? Wow. Talk about the athletic ability by Ryan St. John. Page passes wide open to another rookie. It's Jermaine Liggins. The 7th-round receiver, star dev out of Arkansas, hauling that one in. Miles on the toss has a first down. And tell you what, Baton Rouge looking a whole lot better than their 1-9 record last year. I'll tell you that. 2 tight ends in the game, Brayman and Brandon Hawk, number 7. Page to the end zone. Oh, almost had Brayman, but he threw it right in front of his hands. Ouch. 2nd and goal. 3 tight ends, but no Ryan St. John here. They go play action. Page, end zone, picked off Christopher Harbin as he was trying to go to Brandon Hawk. Harbin, like a hawk, picks that one off. Nice play by the Louisville corner. Meanwhile, it's a handoff to Dupree on the first play, and Terrell Johnson is there again for the tackle. So let's see if that pick can spark the Louisville offense here. Pearson empty backfield, looks to throw, has an incomplete. Oh my goodness. Dupree was close to hauling that one in, but no luck. 3rd and 10. 2 running backs in the game. It's Dupree and Damian Wyatt. Pearson takes it himself. Brett Pearson, oh, so close. So close. 41 on the stop is Jaden Brockington. And it'll be a punt for Roush again. Louisville's offense stalling here under Brett Pearson at the helm. Johnson lit up there by Dupree out to the 33-yard line. Can Austin Page finish off a drive better than his last one? We will see. Brandon Hawk at tight end, Sean Miles in the backfield. They go with an RPO. It's complete to Moses for no gain. I think you got to get the receiver closer to the offensive line for those to work. 2nd and 10 to the 33. They now send Moses in motion. Page to pass toward Moses. Got it. Tackle made by, is that Trey Edwards? It is Trey Edwards. He's playing in the preseason? Okay. Page. Hauled in. Wilkins. In busted coverage as Harbin and Harris couldn't get to him. And how about Austin Page so far? Look at the stats. Oh! I should not have said that. Trey Edwards with the pick. Oh no. Commentator jinx? I don't care. It's the preseason. Pearson with a 2 tight end set. Pass is incomplete. Yep, and that was a bad throw. I believe he was looking for David Paquette, I want to say. 82? Sounds right. Anyway, 2nd and 10. Pearson to pass. Incomplete. Justin Marquardt Wolf on the coverage that time for Baton Rouge, knocking that one away. 3rd and 10. Ball at their own 8. A handoff counter play to Dupree, and he'll go nowhere. Gabriel White on the stop. Baton Rouge calling their first timeout, and Michael Roush has been a busy man out there. He punts again. Terrell Johnson on the return, and Dupree rushing down there on special teams to make the tackle. Page to throw. Oh, he threw another pick. That's number 3. No, Trey Edwards has picked off Austin Page for the 2nd time. Oh, they almost got it right back as Terrell Johnson jumping that route. Brett Pearson has only completed 1 pass in this first half so far for 4 yards. And the struggles continue. C.J. McClary that time on the defended pass. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. Both quarterbacks starting out decent. I mean, Page was on a roll until that first pick he threw. Dupree, this time getting the edge and getting a 23-yard gain. McClary on the tackle. It'll be first down just outside the 30. 52 seconds to go for Louisville in the first half. There's a completion. Mekhi Singleton-Harris hauling that one in for Louisville. 2 timeouts left for them. Pearson throws toward the end zone. There's a touchdown. The first of the career for Brett Pearson, and Mekhi Singleton-Harris has found the end zone. So Louisville has put themselves on the scoreboard. It is now 10-7. Baton Rouge lucky to still be leading this game after Austin Page's 3 picks. Louisville capitalizing off of that turnover of the Trey Edwards interception. Page looks to throw. Almost picked for a fourth time, as that was Matthew Long, I believe, 54 in coverage. Yeah, it was. Wilkins with the catch, 2nd and 3. Page caught. Wilkins has the first down. Has 2 timeouts at their disposal, not using them, though, for some reason. Page looks. Pass is incomplete. Almost was in a rush there. Now just 5 seconds remain. Stephen Akins that time. His first game as a King on the coverage. Handoff to Miles to end the half, and that will go nowhere. Israel Abraham on the stop. And 10-7 is our halftime score. I do believe Louisville gets the ball first as we exit halftime. They sure do. So Matt Montgomery will kick it away. Kareem Starks on the return for Louisville. From his end zone, he'll take it out across the 20-yard line, and he'll be stopped by Jonathan Saunders. Pearson, who's struggled in the first half, looking to start off the second half on the right foot here. Pearson back in the pocket, has had an open target. Gonna instead try and go all the way down to Kenneth East. But Devontae Carden was right there for the tackle. Or the pass deflection, not the tackle, because that was incomplete. I'm mixing up my words today, aren't I? Pearson sacked. Carson Weir, forget about it. Another sack for him. 3rd and 18. All at the 15-yard line. Three wide receivers and a tight end. They run it with Dupree, and he gets stood up. Gabriel White. And that'll force another Louisville punt. Another 3 and out for him. Terrell Johnson with Akins racing down there to tackle him at the 46. Baton Rouge has not been outstanding, but neither is Louisville. Baton Rouge still holding on to a 3-point lead. And Page sacked here on the play. Austin Russell bringing him down for a loss of 8. Second down and 18. A handoff. It's Miles, and he'll be stopped. Good play that time by rookie Terrell Boyce. Defensive tackle, 5th-round pick out of Utah. 75 overall normal. 3rd and 22. Pass. Somehow, Wilkins. But he's going to be short still. Oh my gosh. How did Wilkins come down with that football? If he got the first down, that might be the best throw I've ever seen. Tonkin boots a touchback. I still don't know how Wilkins caught that football. Anyway, it doesn't really matter now. Dupree on the run. 57 on the stop for Baton Rouge. That is Lane Flynn, the superstar dev linebacker out of Eastern Michigan. False start on Darrell Usher that time. Back him up 5. It'll bring up 2nd down and 14. Pearson looks, pass is caught. That's Usher making up for the false start penalty on the last play. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Pearson tosses it. It's Dupree. And he's got the first. Another toss. Dupree hurdles a man. That was Terrell Johnson he went over. And Terry and Knowles Hamilton coming in for Dupree. I guess player fatigue does not take into account index number, apparently, because we have not seen Will Staples at all since the first couple of plays. Sack here by rookie Trayshawn Hawkins. A lot of rookies showing up today for both teams. As the rookie out of Georgia getting his first career sack. Dupree on 3rd and 10, I think has enough. He sure does. Knowles Hamilton coming back into the game. Pearson hands off to him. And Hawkins, nice wrap up there for the tackle. Gain of 2. Second down and 8 coming up here. Pearson back in the pocket, has time. Oh, I thought that was dropped. Oh, it is dropped. Usher not able to haul that one in for Louisville. Pearson just 4 of 11 here. Not looking too hot. 3rd and 8, motioning Damian Wyatt, the depth running back. Pearson to throw it. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what that was, but that was not the route that he was supposed to run. Roush to boot it. That looks to be a beauty. Oh, right inside the pylon. Or outside the pylon, excuse me. Yeah, you cannot get a punt better than that, I don't think. Inside the 1. Page now on safety watch. He'll hand it to Sean Miles and get him some room to work anyway. Stop made by Louisville number 49. That's Charles Hammond. 2nd and 3. Another handoff to Miles, and he'll go nowhere. Losing 2. It's Shannon Perkins on the stop. 3rd down 5. Dying seconds here of the 3rd quarter. Handoff. Miles stuffed. C.J. Holmes on the stop there, and that'll be another punt for Baton Rouge. James Tonkin to boot it, but not before the 3rd quarter ends. 10-7 Baton Rouge. As Tonkin sends it away to Starks. Brett Pearson somehow still only down by 3 here. Can Louisville get a scoring drive going? Dupree on the run. That's Brockington on the tackle. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Approaching field goal range for David Dutcher, but of course they are thinking about 6. Pearson, toss play, Dupree, read immediately. Terrell Johnson coming in on the blitz and stopping that one in his tracks. 3rd and 8. Pearson, they toss the other way with Dupree, and Gabriel White that time has the answer. Only a gain of about 2, and it'll send out Dutcher. This one from 53 yards, quite long. And Dutcher has the accuracy and has the leg. It's good from 53, could have been good probably from 63, the way that ball was going. 10-10 tie ball game here in the preseason. Dutcher booting it to Terrell Johnson. And, oh, look at Dutcher! Racing down there, the kicker making the tackle at the 21. Page will start in the pistol. He will go play action. Looking deep, Brandon Hawk got it! Hauling that one in, Kenneth Latimer on the stop. That one good for 29 to start this drive. Now Hawk joining King and Miles in the backfield. They go play action again. Page sacked. Brought down again by Russell. His second sack of the afternoon. Loss of 5. Page airing it out. Has a man. It is incomplete. Looking for Moses that time. Third down coming up. Page close to eclipsing 300 yards in this game. Can he do it here? He sure can! Jalen Wilkins gets 16, very similar to the almost conversion we saw a drive or two ago. Wilkins 7 for 109 this afternoon. Page, play action. Looking deep, 1-on-2, that'll be incomplete. Rakeem Harris, the rookie, on the coverage. Second and 10. Brandon Hawk, the man in motion. Page hands it off to Miles, and he goes nowhere on that. Austin Russell again, wreaking havoc in that backfield. Third down at 11. Just over 5 minutes to go. Pass is hauled in by Hawk, but he will not have enough for the first. About 1.5 yards short. And it will send out the field goal team. Matt Montgomery from 48 yards, right down the middle. Baton Rouge takes a field goal lead. Louisville and Brett Pearson, can they respond? Kareem Starks on the return. Jaden Brockington, the special teams tackle. Two running backs. Pearson sacked! Brought down by Rakeem Coleman. Both defensive ends starting in this preseason game today for Baton Rouge. They're pretty thin at that position, so that's probably why. Pearson, one-on-one coverage, incomplete. Looking for Kareem Starks, coverage by Terrell Johnson. It'll bring up a 3rd and long. Pearson to Starks, and he'll be about 3 yards short. Do they go for it here? They don't. They'll punt it. 4th and 3, and they decide not to go for it. Michael Roush booting it away, and now they put it in the hands of their defense. Shannon Perkins with the special teams tackle there. And Austin Page looking to seal the deal after what was not the best performance, but still has a chance to come away with the victory. False start on Hunter Bush. Backs them up 5. It'll be 1st and 15 here. A handoff to Miles. Up the middle. Good blocks and has the first down. So much for that penalty. Doesn't matter. First down anyway. Ball at the Baton Rouge 36. Number 36, Miles on the run. C.J. Holmes that time on the stop for Louisville. Miles 11 carries for just 44 yards. A handoff to Andrews Jr. this time. Trey Edwards there for the tackle. 3rd and 4. We will see if Austin Page shows off the arm again in the pistol. Oh, well, maybe not in the pistol any longer because the 2-minute warning is here. He actually is still in the pistol. So there you go. 3rd and 4. Motioning Brayman. A handoff to Miles, up the middle, first down. 59 on the tackle for Louisville is Peyton Byerly, the rookie. 1st and 10, and they can begin to run out the clock here. Louisville has 2 more chances to stop the clock. Miles on the run. Israel Abraham that time bringing him down for Louisville. Louisville burning one of their 2 remaining timeouts. Miles up the middle, first down. Big run. And that should pretty much seal the deal here. Austin Page, despite throwing 3 picks, will get a preseason win here, 13-10. Brett Pearson not doing so well. Baton Rouge's lone touchdown, Ryan St. John. His first career TD on his first career catch. Will Staples not really doing a whole lot today. We expected him to have kind of a monster game, but something to note for next time. If you're starting backups in preseason, turn player fatigue off. That'll probably come in handy when I am doing later preseason games inevitably. 4th and 15, this is going to be a no play, and that will end the ball game. Austin Page, all in all, not terrible aside from the 3 picks. 23-35, 317 and a touchdown. Terrell Johnson was everywhere. 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack. Brett Pearson, only 5 of 14, so they didn't have the ball all that much, but yeah, really not a good performance by Pearson at all, to be quite honest. Trey Edwards, 2 picks for him. Again, he would hardly be playing if we had the correct player fatigue settings on, but whatever, it's preseason. Baton Rouge, Austin Page, a 68 rating after all that, so Sean Miles, pretty good. Cornelius Andrews Jr. as a backup now, doesn't get as much action. Ryan St. John had 2 catches for 39 yards, very nicely done. Same thing with Brandon Hawk, so tight end room is fine now in Baton Rouge. Alex Bremen also a 20-yard reception. Jalen Wilkins, a supplemental draft pickup, is really solid, so he'll do well. Terrell Johnson leading the team with 6 tackles. Gabriel White, Trayshawn Hawkins getting his first career sack. Weir with 2. Jaden Brockington getting involved. Marquardt Wolf, Trayvon Williams. And yeah, lots of good stuff there. Matt Montgomery there, and we already talked about Louisville. Game stats here. Total domination by Baton Rouge in terms of the time of possession, I'd say. And the passing game, of course. 5 sacks as well. So, how many did Pearson have? 62 passing yards. That's it. That's all he had. Crazy. So that'll be it. Baton Rouge eking one out here in the preseason. 13-10 is going to be our final score, and we will see you guys later for more preseason action coming up later this afternoon. Take care, folks.